Hello everyone, welcome to Pediatrics by Dr. Anand, and today we'll be talking about very important question which everyone keep asking us: how to improve the efficiency for exams. Very important. Can you think for 10 seconds what is this question is? How can I improve my efficiency for my exams? So how can I be more efficient, sir? This is very common questions we keep asking. A lot of students have a lot of doubts. Sir, should I do only the MCQs? Sir, should I do the theory and the MCQs? Sir, today I was solving the MCQs. It was so difficult, I just closed the book. So what is efficient? How can you improve your efficiency for your exams? So point number one, you should know what is the meaning of efficient. So efficient meaning is achieving the maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort. See, whatever I'm telling you right now, just look at me and watch it like a movie, okay, and try to understand what I'm talking. So the question is, how can I improve my efficiency for my exam? So efficiency is achieving the maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort. So sir, please tell me, how can I achieve my maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort? So if you want to do this in exam, the number one is timetable. You need to have a timetable. Even me, till today, every night I sleep, I have a timetable for the next day morning. From morning, afternoon, evening, every hour of mine is organized. What I have to study, how much I have to study, what I have to revise, what I have to focus on, what I don't have to focus on. So basically your timetable is very much important. What do you have to study? Every time the full timetable should be ready with you. That way your mind can work better, and this timetable should be ready one day prior. The video which I'm talking about, I have spoken to a lot of toppers of AIIMS, JIPMER and PGI and NEET PG. I have filtered all the content what they have told, and I'm telling you, I'm sharing it with you so that it will be helpful for you. So number one, sir, how can I be efficient for my exam? And the answer is, make a timetable. Make the timetable one day prior, and when you have finished making the timetable one day prior, next day when you get up in the morning while brushing your teeth, your timetable should be there somewhere over the mirror, over the wall, I don't know, but it has to be somewhere. What I'm trying to say is, every second of your day should be calculated, should be conceptualized, should be focused. That this I am supposed to do, that's it. I'm focused and I'm perfect. So most importantly, how can I be efficient? I told you, make a timetable, and that timetable in the morning when you get up while brushing your teeth, your timetable should be there in front of your eyes. Okay, ab ye padna hai, okay, now this I have to study, okay, fine, okay, then I will study that one, okay. So that is the first point. Okay, point number two, how can I be efficient in my exams? The basic dictum is avoid cramming and start understanding. That is so important. Can you realize? Avoid cramming and start understanding the concept. Very important. There are some topics which are very difficult, I agree. Inborn errors of metabolism, galactosemia, fructose intolerance, this congenital adrenal hyperplasia, so difficult to understand. But once you understand, the things become easy. You can remember for a long time. You can solve maximum MCQs, you can teach to your friends also, and always one or two MCQs will always comes from that only, because the examiner knows that this part he would have crammed. Now I will ask in a different way, and that will let me know whether he has crammed or understood the topic. So number one, how can I be efficient? Make a timetable one day prior. Next day morning while brushing your teeth, your timetable should be in front of your eyes. Number two, avoid cramming, start understanding, you will be efficient. Number three, very important, solve lot of practice papers. You need to solve lot of practice paper, that is very important. I have my junior, one of my favorite junior, Dr. Melvin James. I spoke to him yesterday. He has finished all the practice paper of 1, 2, 3, 4. He's like, sir, I have solved that also, I have solved that also, I have solved that also. So all the practice papers he has finished. So most importantly, once you solve all the recent 3 to 4 years practice papers, your efficiency will increase. Did you understand? That is again one more important point. Very important, take short breaks. There is one student A, who is studying for 8 to 10 hours and doing very good in exams. There is one more student who is actually studying for same 8 to 10 hours, but he is taking frequent breaks. Every 2 to 3 hourly for 10 minutes or for 10 to 15 minutes, you're taking short breaks. In that short breaks, talk to someone you feel motivated. Talk to someone you feel good, you feel inspired. In my WhatsApp, so many people messages that sir, you are a great inspiration, sir, this, sir, that. So basically what I'm trying is find your own inspiration and talk to that inspiration for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, or message that sir, I'm doing really good, I think I will do it. Like, talk to someone whom you feel good. And that short break is very much important. Could be in a form of coffee, could be in a form of talking to someone, but most importantly, avoid gossips, avoid extra stuff. Just be focused, be smart, and be happy. You will be really efficient. That you need to know. Okay. Now, very important. Yes, this is my favorite thing because I love eating. I love food. Proper rest and proper meals. If you want to be efficient in exams, you please don't compromise your sleep. Don't compromise your meals. I have a lot of students calling me, sir, I'm only sleeping only for 3 to 4 hours, sir. Full day I'm studying, sir. Full day I'm studying. And there's a guy who doesn't even eat food also. The full time he's in library and studying. So my sincere advice, don't encourage such things. Every 1 to 2 hours, please have something. Myself, I'm studying 24/7. All the WhatsApp groups, video, YouTube, so many things I'm doing which you must be knowing. But every 1 to 2 hours, every now and then, please have something. It's not only about the breakfast, lunch and dinner. Have an apple, have a banana, have some fruits, something. You please having it, because your mind is working so smartly, so fastly. You need sugar, you need some stuff, otherwise your efficiency will decrease. Did you understand? So proper rest, proper meals are very much important. And rest also, I personally sleep for at least 6 to 8 hours. That beauty sleep, that beautiful happy sleep is very much important. So much you are doing only to have a good life and a good sleep. So please don't compromise sleep for some time. You be happy, you will do really great. Now, very important again, how can I be efficient? This is a very important line. If you can focus, turn your focus towards the process and away from the outcome. This is like every student should know. Starting from first year MBBS to first year MD to first year super speciality to NEET PG to whosoever giving exam, irrespective in medical also, anyone. Turn your focus towards the process and away from the outcome. That's very important. Don't worry, sir, will I be selected? My friend, she was studying so much, she didn't get selected. Sir, I am gone. I am very sure I also will not be selected, sir. Even last year also, AIMS, it was so tough, I am not giving it again. So please, for heaven's sake, don't worry about the outcome. Please focus on the process. Once the process is beautiful, life, everything becomes very beautiful. Please, yesterday also one girl was messaging, sir, yesterday I was studying so good, today I don't know, from morning I'm getting these palpitations, I am planning to quit this time, sir, AIMS I have been planning to give next time. So please, for heaven's sake, don't do that. You are really special, you are an amazing person, every one of you. So just don't focus on the outcome, focus on the process, make the process relaxed, calm, beautiful, amazing, focused. It will be really great. My sincere advice to you. Next, very important, how can I be efficient? Be familiar with the structure of the exam. That's so important. Which exam are you giving? MCQs are there, not there, multiple options are there or not there, negative marking is there. Last time, how was the negative marking? This time, how is the negative marking? Where is the center? How many students are coming? Out of India, every year, how many students give JIPMER exams? How many have not given? What is the passing result of FMG? Why is the criteria so difficult? So basically what I'm trying to say is be familiar with the structure of the exams. How this exam which you are giving is conducted. Once you are aware of this, then the journey becomes really good. Then you become more efficient. You become more focused. To be frank, out of 10, 8 people don't even know that in AIMS how many question comes. How much is the negative marking? Everyone is confused. If I do 2 questions wrong, how much will be the marks will be cut? We don't know. They don't know. So please don't have that thing. Try to have the thing which I have told you. Now, very important last, how can I be efficient? Please, are you with me? Yes or no? So you tell me how can you be efficient for exam? Number 1, I will make a timetable. That timetable will be one day prior. And then in the morning when I brush my teeth, I will look at the timetable and try to focus it. I will try to take frequent breaks. Yes or no? And I will not focus on the outcome. I'll focus on the process. Yes or no? And one more thing, very, very importantly said, if you get stuck, move on. So simple words, but yet so meaningful. If you get stuck, please move on. In a way, last 3 days, on my all these 47 WhatsApp groups, sir, most common congenital heart disease in Down syndrome, so we are really confused. Is it endocardial cushion defect or is it ostium primum type of atrial septal defect? This one question, students are taking hours and hours of discussion. They are chatting, they're discussing on that topic. Even it is Kawasaki, most common vasculitis, it is HSP. So please, we have a lot of students who are wasting days and days and telling me also, sir, in other WhatsApp group also, at least 2 days we have spent time only discussing which is the most common congenital heart disease in Down syndrome. So my sincere advice is, if you get stuck, then for heaven's sake, please move on. Tell that, okay, this is a little confusing point. I will keep it aside. Let me study something else also. By the 2 days, 3 days, automatically the recent update or the latest update or Anand sir will tell or someone will tell. So my sincere advice, if you get stuck, please move on. Don't get stuck. And just for sake, I'm telling one thing, most common congenital heart disease, most common is ostium primum type of atrial septal defect and most specific is endocardial cushion defect. Okay, last but not the least, again, how can I be efficient in exams? Increase the content of your memory. This is a very important thing you need to know. Please listen carefully. How can I be efficient? I can be efficient if I increase the content of my memory. How to increase the content of memory? See, in exams, there are only 3 type of questions comes. One part is which is very easy. One part is medium. One part is difficult. So try to finish as many first level parts of questions as much as possible. And then when you finish the easy section part, go to the medium difficulty level of all those questions. So basically, challenge your mind or increase the retention capacity of your memory and try to solve as many questions as possible. Once you finish the easy part, go to the medium part and then go to the difficult part. By the end of the 10th day or by the end of the 10th day, what will happen? The questions which will be difficult for someone else will become easy for you. He will think this is so difficult, how did you get it? But you took a process. First you finish all the easy questions as much as possible. Then you covered the medium question, then you covered the hard question. So hard become easy for you and the other person, the hard remains the hard. So that increase the content of your retention capacity, allow your brain to get more intake of the knowledge. That way you can be more efficient. Okay, and last but not the least, your eyes can't see what your mind doesn't know. This is a very old proverb, old saying. Everyone, I hope you know, but everyone knows, but no one knows the meaning of it. Your eyes can't see what your mind doesn't know. If you don't know that in the milestones 3, 4, 5, 3 years the baby can have a tricycle, 4-year hopping and 5-year skipping. So if your mind doesn't know, your eyes can't see. So if someone says the skipping comes at what years, a 5-year-old baby can do skipping. But again, if your mind doesn't know, your eyes can't see that answer. So please, that way, you should have the retention capacity. You will be efficient. These were the important points. How can I improve? How can I be more efficient for my exams? And we have made 4 videos of these 4 different topics. This topic was how can I be more efficient in exam. Video number 2 is how can I have the retainability power for my exams. And 3 was how can I associate with parental breakup or personal relationship breakups during my exams, how can I handle it, and 1 more video. So my sincere advice, watch all those 4 videos, you will get some help out of it. Thank you.